Dear Chief Acosta, my brother is renting a dormitory in Manila for 9,000 pesos a month based on a lease contract for 2 years. Unfortunately, he failed to pay his rent for 2 months and was threatened to be ejected by his landlord. He was likewise informed that the lessor intends to use the dorm for his family. We believe, however, that the lessor only wants to eject my brother so that he can rent it out to other lessees for a higher price. Can the lessor validly eject my brother for these reasons? Thank you. Cynthia.
Dear Cynthia, Republic Act number 9653, known as the Rent Control Act of 2009, provides for the rules with regard to lease of residential units as part of the state's policy to encourage development and at the same time ensure affordable housing for the lower income brackets. This law covers all residential units in the National Capital Region and other highly urbanized cities with a total monthly rent up to 10,000 pesos and 5,000 pesos for residential units in all other areas. Under this law, a residential unit is defined as
apartment, house, and or land on which another's dwelling is located and used for residential purposes and shall include not only buildings, part or units thereof used solely as dwelling places, boarding houses, dormitories, room and bed spaces offered for rent by their owners except motels, motel rooms, hotels, hotel rooms, but also those used for home industries, retail stores or other business purposes, if the owner thereof and his or her family actually live therein and use it principally for dwelling purposes. In Section 3.
considering the kind of unit being rented by your brother and its corresponding amount, it appears that the applicable rules for his lease are governed by this law. Republic Act number 9653 provides for the grounds and conditions to judicially eject a lessee. Based from the provisions of law, the failure of the lessee to pay rent for a total of 3 months is a ground for judicial ejectment. Since your brother only has 2 months' worth of unpaid rent, his lessor cannot eject him for now, based on this ground alone. You also mentioned that the lessor of your brother intends to eject him since the leased unit will be renovated and used by the lessor's family. In this regard, it is important to note that Republic Act 9653 requires specific conditions before this can take place.
1. The lessor or his or her immediate family must use the leased property as a residential unit. 2. The lease period must have already expired.
Considering that your brother's lease contract is yet to expire, his lessor cannot use this ground for now to eject him. We hope that we were able to answer your queries. Please be reminded that this advice is based solely on the facts you have narrated and our appreciation of the same. Our opinion may vary when other facts are changed or elaborated. Tomorrow, we'll look into another question from our viewers and readers of Dear PAO. This is your host, Dr. Presida V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, the Chief Public Attorney of the Republic of the Philippines. Goodbye for now.